talk about a few things today. I'm going to talk about on this podcast. This podcast from now on will be numbered. I'm going to start this one as How to Truck Driver 1. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call it 10 because I think it's 10, all 10 together. So this is How to Truck Driver 101 10. And this is July 1st. So guys, how is your July going? Mine is going very well. So, I'm doing alright with my new job, getting more time, gonna start putting up more podcasts, more things like this, gonna work on my new other internet business, writing my book, getting things together. That's what's going on with me. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about what we're going to talk about today is basically someone asked me about switching divisions. So this part will talk about reefer units and switching divisions. Whether he should switch divisions over at Werner. Now, I have not been at Werner for going on almost a year. It's about 9 months, 8 months, more than that really, about almost 12 months. In fact, August will probably be a year. So everything I say will be pretty much old. So let's start. He asked about doing the TCU. TCU means temperature controlled unit. Basically what that is it's a refrigerated trailer. Most stuff has to be stored at a certain temperature, such as your macaroni and cheese and other stuff like that, your ice cream, stuff like that. Believe it or not, they store macaroni and cheese, the dry boxes, at about 70 degrees during the winter time. They have to stay dry. What you need to really know is that going to those divisions, here's your pros and your cons. Doing a refrigerating unit means you make a little more money. Food is always usually moving. Food will be booming when the kids go back to school. Sorry for saying so much, guys. Alright, this is why I'm not sponsored. It'll pick up for the holiday. There's no real downtime to it. You will have consistent, all the time, refrigerated freight. That's your pro. That's your good part. Your con. Here's the big part. You will be delivering at crazy times. Refrigerated loads will deliver at 3 o'clock in the morning. They can take all day to unload you, and you're going to have to learn to deal with that. The other part also, if you become a trainer at the company and you have a student, students and refrigerated trailers are almost like toxic because students don't understand how important that freight is sometimes. So you need to think about that if you become a trainer. The other part you need to think about is, can you deal with the noise? Refrigerated units are extremely noisy. When they start out, they're quiet, but once you get to the older models, they're noisy. Also, working at Werner, you need to be aware of what the refrigerated rules are in California. They've had some changes that they were rumoring they were going to do, then they kind of put them on hold. If they change them or if they pick it back up, I don't go to California, so I don't know. But if they do that, you're going to have to expect to end up in a bad situation if you take the wrong trailer to California and it's not legal. That's another one. The other one you're going to have to learn to deal with is the lovely world of lumpers. Lumpers are guys who unload trucks. They talk about them